And here we are. Welcome back to Des Moines. We have the Ozone Billiards Iowa Shootout. I'm Tony Holgate, and with me, my good friend, Nate Kane.
Tony, how are we doing today?
Very, very good. And we've got a great match here. Chase Stumfoll versus Eric Charlton, and you know a lot about Chase Stumfoll.
Yeah, no, Chase is one of our locals from Kansas City there. If they're on his left chest, so he's got our league logo on it, Kansas City Ultimate Pool League, Kansas City there. So, but no, this is actually a unique matchup. I was really looking forward to it. Both of these guys were kind of locals from their area that we put them in the last tournament. They really have made a name for themselves, had some good victories against some big names. Okay. Yeah, kind of lost that cue ball there, didn't he?
Well, Eric Charlton, the first time I saw him was when I was over in Arizona. Mm-hmm. He made a good showing out there.
And I believe what he took down Justin Bergman and Tyler Steyer. That's what these guys both have in common. In the Open, in the Kansas City Open back last July, Chase took down Tyler in the final 32. So. And I know that Eric puts on an awful lot of practice with another shootout participant, Jovan Bustamante, there at Dozer's Bar and Grill, where we were at last February. So,
yeah, another great weekend we had there with Ultimate Pool USA. You've done an incredible amount of work for Ultimate Pool USA as well, Nate.
Yeah, it's kind of my whole life now. I work as both a league operator and one of the directors of Ultimate Pool, national sales director. So. Definitely, we're selling a lot of areas and growing exponentially here. We're really happy. We just passed our 1-year anniversary, so.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
And I used to be a pool player until I started working in pool. Now I don't play anymore.
I heard you beat Scott Ryan the other night.
Yeah, Scott Ryan. He likes to pretend that he beats me, but
from Ultimate Pool, who always talks a very good game to Scott.
Yeah, so you got to screenshot the brackets there, so those live on forever. So.
Well, what a start then from Eric Charlton.
Yeah, I mean, she already had a name for herself before Arizona, but she did really, really well in our event down there. And
well, she took down the juniors and the ladies, didn't she?
Yeah. I think that was the juniors final against Jordan. It was Jordan Helfrey. It was quite a big match. Jordan, another one of the local players from the Kansas City area that we're excited to watch play. We'll see her in the mixed doubles Saturday. So defending her title there with Mr. Matlock.
Yeah, I mean, huge futures for those two young girls, unbelievable talents. To say the winner of this match here will play Sam Henderson tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, shootout winner from Arizona, so he'll be defending his title.
And we do have one more match coming up after this evening. Kieran Hall versus Dennis Hatch. And the winner of that will play Justin Bergman.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Watching Dennis warm up on a few of the outer tables, he looks like he's in form. So he did.
I saw it. Do you know what? The last time I saw Dennis Hatch was in 1993 in Las Vegas at the Riviera Hotel when I played him in the 9-ball down there, which was it's an incredible game.
Yeah, that was kind of you were just playing the English 8-ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first kind of 9-ball experience there.
Yeah. I mean, Dennis doesn't look a lot different. And I haven't spoken to Dennis yet, and I will do sometime during the weekend, but he won't recognise me because I had hair then. But he still got his, which is disappointing.
Well, yeah. Guess he hasn't played as much pool as you have over the years or something, because that's usually what happens to the hair, huh?
I think it's just the stressful matches.
Yeah. Looked like Eric let Chase off the hook there. It looks like the 11 ball went pretty clean, and he happened to hit the other one on the way in. So Chase is probably really thankful to get this opportunity, because it looked like Eric was a favorite to clear up on that rack before that shot.
Yeah, that's right. Chase there just looking at playing the 4 off the 10 into the side pocket. Trying to keep the 10 into the 3, which is a great shot.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Very creative there. I was kind of wondering why he was doing it. Then took a couple look at it to develop that 3 there. That was a good shot.
Yeah.
Chase is an uber aggressive 8-ball player. I don't think he really knows what a safety is, but
I like it.
Yeah, no, we always give him a hard time around Kansas City. It's like he either breaks and runs or he loses. But he plays a little bit different in these higher level tournaments and stuff like that. I think we just bore him whenever we're playing him around town. So
playing the bank shot there, 2 came back and hit the cue ball. So It's gone a bit ugly there for Chase. So we will see Eric Charlton back at the table in his second rack. Taking on the 14 ball. Down into the bottom left-hand corner. Makes that look easy. But it was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, they make it look easy. I probably would have pushed it into the rail there, Tony. But I was really, really, really impressed. To be completely honest, before the Arizona Open, I'd never heard of Eric Charlton. And I walked away crazy impressed with his game. Just keeps it really simple, just kind of knows what he's good at and runs out.
Not only that, he's a really positive guy, and had a little chat with him there, and we've had a bit of banter as well on Facebook in the last few weeks because he listened to my commentary at Arizona, and I gave him a bit of a hard time during one of his, sort of halfway through his match, but he agreed with me. Well, I think he did. But he's a good character and a really nice guy. But I'll tell you what, he can play.
Yes,
he really can play. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, and
lovely control. Kind
of what I'd heard from some of the locals there is that he played pool a little bit, kind of here and there. And about a year and a half ago, he decided I'm going to get good at pool, and just started practicing a lot. And here we go. So I always give him a hard time when I talk to him. I said, I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So.
Well, it's 2 racks to 0. Eric Charlton now. As also Shane Van Boning. Some of the game's greats. Actually, I was just saying earlier, Savannah Easton will play Johnny Archer tomorrow in the shootout.
Oh, okay.
There's a clash of eras.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting match. So Savannah she seems to really enjoy this format. She plays really well on that TV table. That TV table's a different animal. It's lightning fast. So if you've got some experience on it, it definitely helps. Break has not been Chase's friend so far, has it?
No, it hasn't, and it's so important. Obviously in the game of pool, but in these shootout events, because you don't get a lot of opportunities. It's quick fire pool. It's exciting to watch, but not if you're the one that's dry breaking in the arena.
Right. Either way around, I don't think this is the last we're going to see of either one of these guys at Ultimate Pool USA events. They've both done very well, and of course they'll both be in the Open as well a little bit later in the week. And
yeah, I think Chase is going to get there eventually.
Yeah,
just needs that bit of run at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and everybody needs it to win an event, But he's there and thereabouts.
Kind of one of the things to Chase, a lot of people don't realize is that he is not by any means a full-time pool player. So
no,
he's only 20 years old, turning 21 here soon, but he's just one of those kids that was kind of good at everything. He's actually never had a lesson, and
wow.
And he's got his hat in a lot of different irons. He's actually a high school baseball coach, so he's doing that
really
in addition to a full-time job and playing pool when he can fit it in. So it's.
Well, he's doing well to get to the standard he is at pool, doing all of that. Well, Eric Charlton just overrun the cue ball a bit there. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, got a lot of table to work with on this shot.
Probably just draw the cue ball off the rail. He likes that shot, and he plays it very well. And this is 3 racks to 0.
Yeah, as you said, plenty of time, but it's still only a race to 6, so it's going to have to hope for a little luck on.
It was only plenty of time when it was 2. Now it's 3. It's not plenty of time.
Not plenty of time.
It's now an emergency.
Yeah, now it's an emergency. He's got to get these done.
Yeah, very well said. I said earlier, my jaw dropped to the floor when I first walked in this venue. Incredible place. But the break has been Eric Charlton's friend this evening so far.
don't think Chase got any of the good luck he needed there on that one. So yeah,
Eric's friend and Chase's enemy. That's the break. And those tiny margins, and you look at the score. Chase hasn't. He has had an opportunity, but they haven't been easy.
No.
And the break's letting him down. So it's just so hard when everything's. And it always seems to happen, Paul. Everything just goes in one player's direction for a long period. Then one little thing will happen, and then it all goes in the other direction. But
then if you're shooting good, you're getting every roll in the book, and if you're shooting bad, you can't buy a roll if you fell off a bread truck. So
like it. Played that very well, that shot, Eric. This is just going to be rolled in very slowly.
Yeah, Eric really has a good feel for this stream table. Like I said, this is probably the fastest table I've ever hit a ball on, and it's gotten a few of our competitors. I know Shane Thompson, whenever he came off of his match, whenever local George Walters took him down, and then he went straight into his mixed doubles out on the outer table, and he was under hitting everything because this Brunswick here, this beautiful Brunswick we have, is just it's lightning fast with that CPBA cloth on it.
Well, just going to navigate the 10 ball. Nothing to do with the cue ball. Just make sure the pot. Yeah, probably a little bit
closer than he wanted
mouth there. Yeah. And this ain't for 4-0, and in it goes. And a break and run for Eric Charlton.
Just needs a little starter rack here. Drop the ball in, have out to get started, and see what happens from there. We've seen crazier comebacks in the Stream Arena here.
We have.
I think it was Nick DeLeon was down 5-1 to
Chris Melling.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, that's the event.
Yeah, I was on the comms for that. That was. Yeah. I'd already put Chris in the next round. And yeah, that was. But it's a great comeback though. I mean, Chris. Yeah, he missed a couple, not that many balls, because he couldn't get to where he was by missing balls, but. Nick DeLeon came. I mean, some of the finishes he took out were ridiculous.
Again, made a ball on the break, but lost that cue ball, and just everything was tough. Everything was tough.
Yeah, you see the dejected soul walk back to his chair. There's Chase Stumfoll.
Man, I can't tell. It looks like the 14 does. I don't know if it passes the green 6 there.
I think if I was looking at the rack there.
Oh, wow.
I'd wanted to try and either move the 14 or get behind it and play it up into the top left. But
after you clear that out.
Chase has had a reprieve. The thing is, when you're playing in these sort of matches and you fall down and it's hard to get the clarity of mind to think, right, almost resetting yourself, think, right, we'll start the match again in my own mind.
Yep.
And start to come back that way, because every time you look around, you still see the scoreline. You think, and it deflates you when you look at it.
Yeah, this type of scenario, I just always tell myself my opponent's on the hill no matter what the score is, and I just need one at a time. Of course, where the format with the shot clock or match clock, sometimes you don't have that luxury, but he does have plenty of time at this point still.
Yeah.
So,
well, made the bank shot. How's the 14 come out? I think he can make it in the side pocket.
Yeah, they get started there.
If he can make that, well, he can make it the side pocket. If he can get the cue ball through and the 9 goes in the other side, this should be the rack. It should be 4-1. He's got to get rid of all those bad thoughts out of his mind. He
doesn't love it. Looks like he's almost shooting a 12 ball here.
He is.
Yeah, he must not like something about that side pocket shot.
Maybe he thinks the 6 is slightly in the way.
Yeah.
And it's been the tale of the entire match, really, where Chase has got to the table and then sort of halfway towards the end of the finish has just sort of tripped over.
Yeah, I almost like, if he really didn't like that, I almost like him banking the 14 instead of move forward maybe a little bit there.
But he's had the harder racks to sort of contend with. The balls haven't been just open and easy. And when he has made a mistake, he's then left it fairly comfortable for Eric. But then Eric's took them out well. And Eric looks to be cueing superbly as well. His control of the cue ball's been exceptional. And that's all Eric can do. Go out and take your chances. Thank you very much.
Make it hurt when your opponent messes up.
Yep, been very clinical.
Didn't come out the most ideal for him there, but not anything I think he'll have trouble with.
Just comes back around the back of the 6 here, I reckon. Rather not be shooting this from the rail, but it should be okay. Just comes off the other side rail and he'll just pop the cue ball out. Anywhere sort of right bang in the middle of the table will be fine.
Yeah, 9's not in the way in any way, shape, or form here.
And this is looking like Eric Charlton getting on the hill. Nice control again.
He's not missed the center pocket much, is he?
No, he's not. And down goes the 8. And Eric Charlton now 1 rack away.
I'll get some sleep next year, maybe. I don't know. So.
I know you work very hard, Nate.
Oh, we all do. Everybody does. Our league operators, everybody involved. So
it's a great team, and it's been a pleasure to meet you all when I met you in Arizona.
Yeah.
And everybody works tremendously hard, from setting up the arena, the lighting, everything behind the scenes. It's an incredible team of people.
yeah, luckily I don't have to do too much in the setup of the arena. I always say I'm more dangerous with a keyboard than I am a hammer. So, but the Hunley boys, Jim and Jeremy, and Chris McCurley, who doubles as one of our refs as well. They've been here all week long and do an incredible job of making this arena look what it is. And
yeah, well, it takes a few days to set it up.
Yes, it does.
The lighting system's amazing. That halo, well, they're all joined halos like that. It just looks incredible. But anyway, let's get back to the pool.
Yeah.
I do like to waffle on, Nate. But yeah, this is it for Chase.
Yeah, Chase kind of getting the best opportunity he's had here with the unfortunate scratch from Eric. You know, Eric always that last rack seems to be the hardest one to get. First and the last, you know.
That's exactly right. That is a great, or is it?
Yeah, it looks like
just for a fleeting second now, I thought he was going in the side pocket with a cue ball.
Chase is probably thinking right here, I got to get at least 1 rack or I'll never live it down from Nate. So he needs to go ahead and not get blanked. So, I jinxed him. Commentator's curse there.
Yeah, I think that shot, if he plays that shot and he's 5-0 up, he doesn't miss that ball.
No, not at all. Yeah.
It's one of those, that is a scoreline shot.
Yeah, one thing I do know about Chase, he'll shake this off and he'll come back in. You know, not over yet, but Eric is a favorite, of course, to run this rack. He hasn't missed much on an open table.
No.
But Chase will live to fight another day, and he'll shake this match off, and he'll get going in the open. Still got a mixed doubles match with his Aunt Missy as well. So
plenty of pull for Chase this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see him again. But can't just talk about how Chase has struggled. We've got to talk about how good Eric has played this match. So
every chance that Eric's been given, he's taken.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be impressed with Eric because his cue ball control throughout, I think, has been exceptional. His use of spin, the rails, just the weight of his shots, because it's very hard out there. That table's lightning.
Oh, that table is one difficult table to play.
And Eric Charlton has made it like he's playing in his living room.
Yeah, absolutely.
So impressive stuff from Eric. As he glides the cue ball up for the 8, and this for the match, and in it goes, and Eric Charlton will advance. He will play Sam Hedison tomorrow.